Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got GM Pokey here. Super excited to have you back. Super cool that you keep coming back. If you're subscribed already, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. If you've not subscribed and you're willing to, it's a wonderful process. You get all these notifications saying we got new videos out. Hopefully we're doing more and more products you want to see. We're showing you the hits you want to hit. And again, remember, if you leave a comment in the section, if you have your own channel you want me to show some support to, I'd love that you can share it with my community, as well as I can come out to your channel, give you some love too by giving us subscribe to you, and we return the favor, and we can share what we have going on. So again, we're going to open a box of Crown Zenith again. Probably my favorite thing to open, honestly. I've since this has come out, it's been such a great hit for me. I get tons of hits. The cards are beautiful. I've really enjoyed it. 10 packs per Elite Trainer box. And without further ado, let's get the packs out of the box. I don't think you want to watch me do it, so let's do that that magic fast forward thing. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go one. Wait, no, look down there, not at me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, packs. Wonderful. There we go. That speeds up the whole process. If you haven't seen what the contents of this box are, they're pretty cool. There's some markers for damage. There's some dice, damage markers. There's some dividers, other stuff. There's a really sweet player's guide, but I've covered that before. So go back, find my other auctions who have that in there, and then I would love for you to watch those and see it there. But again, I'm not going to cover that this time, so I've covered it multiple other times. I'm going to go from left to right. It's been my new system. I used to go across the top and then down. Sorry, just adjusting the screen. Hit a dud box, switch to this, just worked out. So we're gonna just stay with superstition, right? Just luck. So let's get ripping. We have hit recently some pretty nice hits. We have got some of the crown jewels. Those videos are ones I was actually videotaping when I was opening. So if you want to check those out, go surf through the things. A lot of times we'll put a thumbnail on. That kind of gives you a little bit of a hint what we hit. But yeah, really really amazing hit. So we're gonna just kind of get ripping through here. Again, in my last video, I asked for a little help. I've got a technique, and we need to trademark. We need to name it. I call it my peek, right? Because we go like this, and we take a little peek to see if it's a gallery card, and it works. The very first pack. It is GG08. Can anyone tell me what that one is? I have got my my price charting. I use their services. I should probably put the keyboard on the other side of my body so I don't have to keep reaching across the screen all the time, right? And I don't think I've seen this one, but yeah, it's an electric strike. Electric. I hate saying this one. Electivire. Okay, just awesome. It's got a what is that? The mag in the back. Look at that. All right, the evolved Magmar, pretty sweet looking. 140. Funny bench. Okay. So it's a combo essentially. The first move, you can get 90 more damage if you've got a Magmortar on your bench and it has any damage. So that's kind of a cool little thing. And let's see do we got a double banger on the very first pack? No, we got a Snorlax. There's a lot of those. And again, guys, try not to spam this all day on you, but we do have an eBay store. Everything you guys get out of that eBay store, I mean, these are what goes on there. We only open very little stuff that's not on screen anymore. We have a lot. I mean, I've 40, 60,000 cards from before, but everything now, we open live only. It's fun to share. I don't really enjoy opening it myself anymore. But yeah, so if you go on there and you pick something up, I will turn all that. I'm not going to go to Mexico with it. I'll turn all that back into stuff for you to watch me open. And like I've always said, if you can help me get up to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start giving packs and boxes and stuff away. And just for being a subscriber and hitting that like button and you know, leaving the comments and becoming part of the community. I'm not gonna probably give stuff away if you just visit once in a while and you don't really chat with us. But if you would like to be part of the community, do a little sharing, give me some feedback on stuff. I would like to give you guys products once we hit that 1,000 subscribers. So I'll hold back until we get to that. And when we get to that point, I will start to actually, where do I got going on down here? I'll start to help with local community things too. We'll start to help sponsor some tournament stuff, giving prizes and stuff to make tournaments more fun for people and get involved in that. So the goal of this channel is to give back. This is going to be, the focus is growing and giving. And then we have the signature GM Pokey Peak. I don't know, what are we going to call that? GM Pokey Peak? And we didn't nail a gallery right away, but or we did right away, but we didn't nail another one. We did get a reverse hollow comment. Is there a hit in this pack? Luxray. I think every time I say, is there a hit in this pack? It's a Luxray. I don't know. I think I probably have more Luxrays than anyone out there. You guys tell me, how many Luxrays do you have? Right, that'd be, they become personally the most Luxrays out there is the biggest champion, I think. The cool thing, I mentioned it before, but if you haven't watched a lot of these videos, you don't know that, but all these are black. All these borders are black ones, so that is pretty cool. And then, you know, I'll go back. I've opened so many of these cases. I've probably opened 200 of these packs. But what happens is I keep doing that. When you go back to opening the other ones again, you forget, and then you open up, and then I see the code card, and I know whether or not I nailed a hit. So you guys, that'd be maybe another comment. You guys let me know, how do you feel about that? Do you like the fact that you don't see the white border or the black border and giving away what you got? How do you like the GM Pokey Peak? You guys help me come up with a name for that. But let's see, what do we got? Gallery or no? Nah, nothing. Okay. We could possibly still have a hit back there, be hiding behind, and no. And the same thing, every time I say, is there a hit back there? Luxray and Berserker. How many of those does one person need? I think that's like the most common rare card. I mean, hardly ever is it going to be like a Kyogre or something. Or did I just call it? Do I get a Kyogre if I just call it out? How many times have you done that? I've done it a few times with Charizards, and I don't call out Charizards very often. But I'll say I have a feeling, like, you know, when we look at this, and I'll say that's pretty center. To be nice to have a Charizard, but I don't really feel like it's going to be one. But a lot of times it'll be a little bit off, and I go, man, with my luck, that's going to be my Charizard pack. And then, bam, those are the ones. So I just have that kind of luck where I hit great hits with off center. We're not racking up a ton of PSA 10 possibilities. I think the Electivire might, if you look back there, but that one might be. So again, if you see and you want to leave me in a comment, tell me the hit we got. Tell me if you think it's 10 or 9 or 8 or whatever, because, you know, they're packed fresh, they're clean, but they, you know, the centering's off. And let's do the peak here real quick. And we're not going to get a hit on this one. Is there a hit behind it? All right. So at least we got a V. We got something better than a standard non-holo rare. And centering looks good. I'm pretty happy about that. I think a lot of these Vs don't get you much of a return. But if it is dead centered, I don't think there's a high pop on them. I think you could probably do okay if you could get a 10 out of them. Now, the risk is, I know they go for very little if you don't get the 10. There's not a lot of return based on just kind of looking at price charting and stuff like that. So that's the fear, is if I send it in and then I don't get it, I spend a lot of money to make less back. And if I send it and make less back, I can't really use that money to turn around and buy boxes and do these openings. So these other products you see behind, we will eventually open them. So if there's a product back there you're excited about, leave me a comment. What do you want to see me opening? Do you want me to just keep opening Crown Zenith for the rest of the year? Do you want me to switch? I've done some of those boxes, and I might put some of those just up for auction, just because I've done enough of them now, where I might just make sure I did the right card flippy thingy bobber. But yeah, if you want some of those, I think I'm going to put some of my V boxes up. I've opened a couple of them, not too exciting, only 4 packs in them. So if you want, I think you could probably pick a couple of those up if they haven't already gone by the time you see this video. And we're peeking. It is a grass type hollow energy card. Looks pretty centered. These go for, I think like I think they've been selling for like $5. Now that last time I looked, I don't know what they're at right now. I guess I could look. Look, I can type my left hand too. Yeah, about $5. About $5 for the Energy Hollow. Now that's number 152. I don't know if there's numbered and non-numbered. Is that the situation? Are there numbered and non-numbered ones? You guys help me out. Do you know? I'm scrolling through because it'll load more on the screen. It's a big set. There's a lot of cards to have to go through because of reverses and whatnot. It just keeps going and going. Holy smokes! All right, I hit the end. Let's hit an F3 to do a search. No, there's only one. So yeah, it's like a $5 card. Now this one, if you see, I don't know if you can catch that or not, but there's vertical lines, there's print lines going through it. So again, not that great of card, but it looks nice in a binder, right? If you're trying to fill up your set. Is there a hit? Nope, there is not. But it was not a Luxray that time or a Berserker. So we did get something else at least on that. I think it's kind of like my unlucky one, is when we hit those Luxrays all the time. All right, so we're about halfway through. We've got 5 packs down, 5 packs left. and our hits are pretty slow. My last box hits was pretty slow too. I did get one really nice gallery card, and I think that's going to make up for the whole box. But previous couple, we hit some really big bangers. The pretty much your crown jewels of this set, we hit them. We have them now. So if you, hey, we got a V-Star marker. I've had a lot of double hits out of those, or at least nice hits. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out. If you want to see someone pull a pretty sweet card, I happen to do that. I was lucky in doing so and pretty excited about it. Let's start firing through these cards and not stopping until we get to that card. Okay, so we have the, did I do the peek? I did. Okay, so if we do the GM Pokey Peek, it could be like a dance. Someone develop a dance and film it for me. Okay, the GM Pokey Peek says the gallery card's back there, and no, the card says otherwise. Okay, so get rid of that. It's a Graveler. I think I've got a ton of these reverse Gravelers. I don't know, it's a very common card. Is there a hit behind it? No. So again, pretty light box. So for me, personally, I'm okay with that. I understand I'm going to get some boxes that are pretty slow, and then I'm going to get some boxes with just beautiful hits in them. I have had times where I had just a load, just a whole deck of cards back there that we considered hits. So I'm not going to personally get mad about it. I still think, even on a rough day. So when you read reviews online, you're going to see people who kind of trash the box because they maybe got 3 hits out of the whole box. And again, you can see I'm not doing much better than they are. But I also understand that it is random. You are going to have to just sometimes just say you didn't get much. But then you got a bunch of bulk cards. You can make some decks out of them. You had the fun opening them. You just didn't get the huge hits. So just take that with a grain of salt when you read those reviews. But for the most part, this box has been phenomenal. And we do the GM Pokey Peek. And, oh, wow. You could, I messed up. I pulled 2. Okay, Gallery 48. And you know what? I'll tell you, I am probably the worst person for memorizing what these gallery cards are by number. I will see them and then I will instantly forget. Now this is a strange one. Looking at this top card, let me go to its actual page. So I'm reading price charting right now, and it says that ungraded we are at 2106 is what it's selling for. And I'm looking at what people are selling: 24, 21, 20, 20, 19, 18. Okay, right? The PSA 9 is 38, so that definitely tells me it's not worth to get rated if it's a 9. The PSA 10, it's saying 1854. It doesn't show any sales, which means it doesn't have any records of it. I'd have to look on eBay. That takes so much more time, though. But yeah, so I would think if you can get 21, why would someone... Okay, never mind. But yeah, what a sweet-looking card. Yeah, that is nice. And again, I keep telling you guys, we are getting the best hits. That's why you can't find these boxes anywhere. They're just gold mines of wonderful cards. Just great for you. If you're making a binder, this is probably one of the best looking binders I think you will have seen in a long time. And then I know there's... So let's get to it. Let's just look at it real quick. I think it's a little off center, left to right. Skip grading itself for what we can get. And then the banger behind, what's it going to be? Also Spark. Okay, now I am off. My centering is off, but I just pulled... Actually, yesterday I pulled one of these. This is number 147. And let's see. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. It showed me the Mewtwo. Yeah, still, it's 33 ungraded, which with this off center, you let me know if it's worth going or not. But then 57 at 9. Is this still going to get me a 9? Because the 20 bucks to get me a $20 more doesn't make sense. But the 10 is over $200. So let's see how that holds up. If that continues, the back to me looks pretty good. And again, I'm still waiting for some kind of pro to come along and help me out with this. One of the things I've talked about in my other videos, which I would like to do, I think I'm going to be trying to find a time to get out there tomorrow and do that. The problem is I do work some night hours, right? My other business requires me to be there at nighttime. This is where the GM from Pokey comes from. I'm a grandmaster of the martial arts. Pretty cool. Been doing it for like 35 years. I was a 4-time world champion. So there's a little flex for you. But what happens, I got to teach. I got to be here at nighttime. I got to teach our martial arts classes, our jiu-jitsu classes. So a lot of times when these card stores are open these days, when the average kid's out of school moving around, I'm teaching, so I can't get out to these guys. I call them, they don't answer me back. I don't think they know what I have to offer them, apparently. But yeah, I would love to set up a local program. You guys tell me if you have a program like that too. Do you have a program with a local shop where you guys can do PSA submissions? Because if I'm going to submit 100, 500 cards or whatever I'm going to be submitting here upcoming again, it would make sense that if I'm going to already be submitting them, a local card shop will want to partner with me and submit some of theirs, just a few at a time, or other people's. They could charge a fee or do whatever. But again, it would be helping get everyone down in rate. I think that one is centered. I'm going to go, well, that's a pretty nice card. Then you flip it over and you see that. So again, I don't know. I'm still thinking it's a pretty sweet deal. This card has been giving me some guff ever since I put it up there. So I'm going to try to see if I can hide it behind something. That card took me a while to get up when we first did it. We still have 3 packs left, and we are pulling bangers today. I'll tell you what, the last 24 hours of pulling these cards, if we could get PS10s over, like, I mean, just from like one banger a box, if you take top, they were like thousands of dollars worth of top cards. So if you want to look at those videos, again, I don't always post directly in order. I kind of post based on the hits or what I think people would enjoy watching. But yeah, we have some nice cards that we pulled. I am humbled by that and super appreciative. And again, check out our eBay page. You'll see what we have on there. Or don't. That's okay too. Give me a like, a subscribe, or a comment if you can. Appreciate it. Let's do the Pokey Peek. It is not something special because we just got a bunch of stuff. Can we possibly pull a hit behind? No, we cannot. The good old Taurus. But I think I scared off the Luxrays by complaining about them. Let's keep going through. Let's see what we got. So we have the 2 Zacian. So I have noticed sometimes, like the Pokemon Go boxes even so much more when I pulled and ripped a bunch of those kind, is that if I got the V, I got like another one or whatever it might be. So I haven't really paid attention, I guess, in the last couple of boxes, but there have been many times I'll pull the V and the V Star. Like some of my, if you look at my Pokemon Go opening ones, got the Mewtwo V Star and the Mewtwo V in the same one. I did the Dragonite. Well, we got the promo, but I also then got the other one. So sometimes we get pretty lucky in a sense. Do you think we have another gallery card coming? Because it's been a pretty slow gallery card. How many do we have sitting back there? We have 1, 2. We have 2. I like to try to think I'm going to get at least 3. Now, I've had all the way up to 5, and I have had 2, so that could happen. But let's see. We do the GM Pokey Peek. Oh, my Lord. I called it. I'm going to say I am getting pretty good at this calling thing. Anyone know what that gold one is? Oops, shoot. I'm hitting all kinds of buttons. Oh, I've actually pulled this before. This is super exciting. I'm going to say, do you know what this card is? Do you want to look it up real quick? Do you want me to show you? What do you want to do? I have another one of these, and I haven't set off to get grading. It's in the next batch to go. But I'm going to tell you right up front, and you can maybe guess what it is. Ungraded 67, PSA 999, so not worth it if it's going to be only getting up to a 9. And then it surpassed the Diagla now. So it's not that Diagla. It's at 376.51 PSA 10. My other one is not a PSA 10 though, for sure. So let's see. Woo! What do you think? What do you think about that? That's the second one we've pulled, and probably in the last 6 or 7 boxes, probably. So yeah, get you onto the other channels. I don't know, man. I really do not know what the centering is. I'm gonna have to pull up that AGS app on my phone and let it tell me. I think it can figure it out. I could take a picture of my phone and throw it in Photoshop and actually, or another app like that, and actually do it. But what a beautiful card. These gold borders jumping out of the fire. Just Palkia is sweet. I wish I had this in my Pokemon online, because I would throw it right in my deck. I do have the other V-Star in my Pokemon online one. I think I have it in the card too. But yeah, wow, what a wonderful card. That is pretty sweet. Do we have a double hit, or do we have a Luxray? What do you think? We don't have a double hit, but that's okay. It's regular rare. So I'm going to take it. This is a phenomenal card. So in the last, I think we've had a major hit in the last 3 or 4 boxes. So pretty cool. Another gold border in one of those previous ones. And I'll just tell you, there's a Mewtwo in there somewhere. Pretty sweet cards. And we got the Elsa. And we got the Zacian. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm telling you, man, if I could drop myself into a store and grab 10 of these, I would. If my if my suppliers could get stocked up and they would send some out, they're all back ordered. I think I have 20 of these boxes on back order. In which case, when I get those ones in, I will actually turn around and try and get some out to you guys in the public. And maybe if you start subscribing, I could help you guys out. I could get you guys a good deal. We could maybe, can I do private? If I could do private auctions on eBay, I could send out messages. You guys could tell me, and I could send out just private ones where I just tell you guys I'm buying it now, and you get them for a special rate for watching the channel and subscribing. How does that sound? Can we make that happen where I can get some private auctions? Or, you know what, I'm working on an app. I'm also a programmer. I'm working on an app right now that creates auctions for me just automatically. So I can just, I have one half of it done. All I have to do is type in the name of the Pokemon, and it brings me up every single Pokemon card that they have, and then it shows me all the information, and then it creates my auctions. If you look, my auctions are pretty nice. Actually, I built an app that does that for me. I don't have much time to punch all that information in, but that way you get a well-informed auction. And then the next part that we're building right now, work with my brother on that one, is that it'll actually go and I just click and it creates the auction. So then theoretically, when I get that finished, if you're a subscriber, I can give you a password. You get into the site, you create your own auction, you go buy it. So that'd be pretty cool. And this is our last pack of the day. So what are we going to hit? Are we going to hit, can we hit another gold card? I mean, holy smokes. Hey, Pokeball, you're on the wrong stack. Where are all these trainers doing over there? I was getting excited. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I would love for one more hit today. I mean, that's being stingy because we got a lot, but it's always fun to finish on a little last pack magic. How do you like my little, my Poke, what do we call it? The GM Poke Poke? GM Poke Peak, right? Come up with a better name than that. I don't want to keep saying that forever. Let's see. Do we have how many gallery cards do we have? I think I've got 3. So realistically, can I get 4? I don't know. Let's do the peek and see what we get. It's gonna be I got it. Look at that. GG04. We did land 4 of them today. It's an okay card. I pulled this one yesterday too, so there'll be multiple ones. Tell me what you think of the centering. $2.45 is all that it's going for. Or if we get a PSA 10, it is 52. PSA 9 is not worth the price of doing it. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool looking card. I think centering's on. I think we'll probably send it in. You guys, give me your feedback in the comments. How do you think this opening went? I plan on trying to get it under 20 minutes, but man, when you pull the Palkia and you pull the Elsa and you pull the Zacian, you just can't get done in time. And I appreciate you stick around. If you made it to the end, please hit hashtag finisher for me. Give me a comment letting me know you finished the whole thing. Tell me what your favorite hit today was. And are we going to get a Luxray in the back? Because it's kind of my luck. Or do I get one last hit and finish on some last pack magic? What do you think is going to happen? It is going to be an Absol, and we have a ton of these. So that's not a bad deal. It's shiny. It's cool. And we did a great job today. You guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me on the channel. I do appreciate it. I'm super excited. I want to know how your collecting is going. Leave me comments. Reach out to kind of chat. What can I do to help support you as we're building this channel? What kind of products do you want to see? If I can open it and help you decide if you want to be able to purchase it or not in advance, if I can do that kind of review for you instead of just some nasty old person writing messages because they only got one hit and they only opened one box. I would like to be kind of your source for going to. So again, shout out to all you guys for helping out. Let's review what we got in the box. Super excited. Never dull with this box. So we got the grass type holo, and there are some vertical lines in there. Kind of a bummer. You can kind of see them there. We get the Electivire. I think I said that right. If not, you guys give me the pronunciation down below. We got the Zacian V and the Oricorio gallery card. So there's that's our second, right? Yeah, second gallery card. Pretty good. The Elsa Sparkle, which is a full art trainer, and I think it looks pretty good. The problem is, I want it to look good, so that's what I see, but I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. You guys let me know what you think down below. The Zacian V, which again, I think looks pretty good. We actually have a box that's super chunked up, but it looks a little left to right on the back. I don't know what the thing is. I think after this, I'm going to pull out my my AGS and see what I can get for an instant scan on there. And if I remember what it was, maybe I'll throw it in the video real quick here on the corner, but I don't think I'm going to do it because we'll see. Then the original form Palkia V-Star. What a wonderful beast of a card. Totally cool. This attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent. I'd love to have a bunch of those in my decks. Man, look at that thing. What a wonderful card. And then we have the Lucario V-Star. Everyone gets one of those if you open the box. So again, I think it's a sweet card. But the problem with promos is that they're never really... well, there are some promos. I think the Celebrations premium promos are doing quite well, but that's because it's such limited stock and no one can get their hands on them. So again, you guys, thanks for joining me. Super excited to have you. Sorry that my mug was on the screen. Let me know if that bugged you, and I will see you guys again soon.